Hey there, Earthlings. Thanks for tuning in to the Bardo Podcast. I'm your host, Tony Bardo, where we talk about health, happiness, and anything else that's important to us humans. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the podcast by visiting thebardo.com or just click the little subscribe button wherever you listen to the podcast. And be sure to check out my Instagram at thebardo for all the latest videos and content. Thanks so much and enjoy the episode.
You're just funny. It's funny, you know, the way you tell the story and everything.
Funny how?
Come here though. Yeah, he's crazy, see? Who are you?
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Are you ready?
Oh my God, you sound fantastic.
Oh my God, I love your voice.
And you look incredible.
Thank you.
I wish
Thank
I had
you.
my mask on me, but I do have the PJs. So
The PJs is where it's count. I couldn't find the shirt like I told you, so I pulled out the jacket,
that jacket is dope as fuck.
and then I'm wearing the socks, so
I love it.
it's in spirit.
I love it. And just watch that beard when it rubs up against that mic, because I hear that too.
Stupid beard. Hold on,
Bro,
I'll be
your
back. I'm
beard
gonna
is
shave.
getting ridiculous.
I'll meet you back in 30 minutes. Let me go shave it off.
It looks great though.
It needs Jesus, but it's getting.
Yeah.
I wanted to get like a little fuller, like round, not so much like long, but
Yes, but like you
I'll
want to
get there when I
shape
get
it a
there.
little bit more. Is
yes,
that the goal? Nice. I
that's
like
the
it.
goal.
Well, dude, you're
Sweet.
looking good, man. It's good to see you.
Likewise, bro. Always a pleasure. Always.
Everything is okay with the pandemic and Warrior being a new poppy. Awesome.
Awesome. He's 4 months old today. How cool on Batman Day.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Hell
You should
yeah.
just change. You should change his birthday to Batman Day. Can you do that? Is that possible?
I was thinking about just changing his name to Batman. So
Yes. I named my Tesla Bruce. Because obviously I'm not going to call it the Batmobile because it's not a Batmobile, because I'm not
Facts.
dressed as Batman. But if Bruce Wayne, when he gets done being Batman, if he was to ever drive a vehicle, it would be something like that.
it'd probably be a car that could drive itself.
That's correct.
Let's be honest.
That's correct.
I dig it.
That's correct. But hey, so before we even get in, because here's what I want to do. So I want to talk about a couple things that have been going on. Obviously, we'll geek out a little bit about Batman shit, but I
Yeah.
figured it'd be fun to lay out some knowledge to folks about Batman Day. So I'm going to read the quick little synopsis here. Batman Day was the annual event that was organized by DC Entertainment to celebrate and promote The Dark Knight. The very first Batman Day was July 23rd, 2014, which I did not know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and this was actually the same year of the 75th anniversary of the first appearance of Batman in Detective Comics in 1939. So the day was chosen.
1939.
Yeah, the day was chosen to coincide with the San Diego Comic-Con, and now it is the third Saturday of every September, so it changes year over year, but
Okay.
the third Saturday of every September to mark the calendar for The Dark Knight being created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger in 1939. Which, by the way, side note, did you see that documentary on Hulu?
I sure did.
Bro,
How crazy was that?
insane.
I would have never known.
Would have
Bill
never known.
who?
Yeah, exactly. Who the fuck is that? And then what about that whole family, like going through all the, I mean, what is it, like 50 years or something of trying to get this
I was
dude?
trying to get that. Yeah, man. What I was like, I got so emotional when they were talking about like his name finally being in the movie, and
Oh.
like I was like,
Yeah, like
my
in
heart.
in the beginning credits, and finally,
Yeah,
but you know,
man.
he passed away right after.
But you
So-
know what? It's the family. You
Yeah,
know,
the family did
he
it.
lives on with them, and as long as his name is there now, which it is everywhere.
Yeah, and I think with every
That's good.
single thing moving forward, right? Even like the new Batman that's coming out, his name
Mhm.
will be on
He's
it.
there.
So
He
that's
sure
crazy,
will.
dude.
It better be.
It better be.
Shit.
I mean, if not, nothing he could do about it. But you know, too soon.
It's funny or not funny.
Yeah. Speaking of the new Batman film, so a lot of new developments. I figured the best way to do it is to really kick this thing off by watching the trailer again. What do you think? You think we can swing
I'm
this?
on board. I'm on board.
Can you see this though right here?
Oh, look at you doing picture in picture in picture.
You can see it? All right, bet.
Yes, I can.
All right, that's exciting. All right, so here we go. Let's try to do this. I want to see if you can hear it though, because I've never done it.
Okay.
Tell Amber, say what up, girl.
Tony said, "What up, girl?"
Hey, girl. Hey.
Happy Batman Day.
Where are the drugs? Why do I always go to just that one?
Where is she?
It's always the drug one. All right.
It's always
Can you hear this?
yes,
No. Can you really? This is exciting.
loud and clear.
All right, so we're gonna react to this slightly, but we don't want to mess up too much of the dialogue. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. The new The Batman trailer that came out last year.
From your secret friend.
Epic.
Who?
He just
Have a
badass
clue.
right there.
Let's play a game. Just me and you. Any of this mean anything to you?
You're becoming quite a celebrity. Why is he writing to you?
If you are justice, please do not lie. What is the price for your blind eye?
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
This guy's crazy.
You're part of this too. How am I part of this? You'll see.
Bro. Okay.
Bro.
All right.
Come
let's
on
just,
now.
Let's just go. Let's dump into it.
Come on now. So so many things to unpack, but I think the biggest thing is just to see him like get in detective mode again.
Mm-hmm.
To me is super exciting. Like to actually, because you don't really see that until kind of maybe in Tim Burton's take, but really like I hate to say it, but like Batman Forever was when he was like, with the Riddler. That's where he's starting to do clues and he's fucking around with Alfred and they're trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah.
But really,
I guess.
yeah, kind of. Because, I mean, Nolan's take was epic, obviously. We know that.
Right.
Where he was kind of like a detective and he was figuring this stuff out, but he did it in like such a way where it was like so like, oh, let me grab a bullet. This. There was no like dialogue.
Like rookie level forensic.
Yeah, like no one knew what he was doing. He's like, what is he doing with that bullet? Fingerprint? What? He's finding? All right, I guess I get it. Cool. But this seems like it's gonna be like CSI fucking style. stuff.
Like less of the gimmick
right.
of Batman and more of like comic book version Batman.
Mm-hmm. What he's actually
bro.
always been detective. Because people don't know. I mean, he was the first adaptation in a comic book for like but that's why they called it Detective Comics, is they led with with Batman being
that part of it. Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy. And that's why he's so iconic, almost, I don't even know. I think we're close to 100 years, maybe like 80 years, 85 years or something. 39 is when it came out.
Oh, yeah.
Alexa, what's 2021 subtracted by 1939?
Good talk.
82.
Oh, I couldn't hear.
Oh,
82.
82 years the bitch shed. Yeah. And she's right most of the time, so that's got to be right.
Most okay.
That's crazy though. Yeah. So it looks
Yeah,
exciting.
man.
What do you think about the trailer? I've seen that thing 1,000 times. I know you have.
I know. So off the rip, I'm loving the new vibe of the Riddler. Like none of the goofy stuff. Like yeah, his trench coat is green, but like the darker green, and like the first card you see to the Batman is green. So those are the hints that we're getting. But it's more like he's here about the murder game. Like I'm not here to play no games. And ha ha he. This is serious. This is real. This is real life. So I'm really taking lives. Like that adaptation of him, of course, never been seen. And it just I can't even fathom what somebody with the mentality of the Riddler can do in the real world.
Right. Because that's kind of the terrifying part, right? Is like,
yeah, man.
Imagine like all the crazy riddles that are going to happen and what that says, you know, because we always kind of think, when you think Riddler live action, of course you think Jim Carrey, and that's the polar opposite of what we're going to get now.
Yes. And it's perfect because even down to the riddle in the card. The card on the side says, what does a liar do when he's dead?
Right.
And then on the other side, it has the cryptic code on the bottom. I did some research. Okay.
You did? Oh shit.
And I did some research, and then I got with another friend, another nerd. It says he lies still. So what does a liar do when he's dead? And then on the other side of the cryptic code, when you break it and you cipher it, he lies still. Double entendre. He's still lying from the grave, and he lies still because he's dead.
So even the riddles aren't like rhyming; they're just like mind fucks.
They're just mind fucks.
Yeah, it gives me so much like Arkham Knight vibes.
Yeah,
you know, like that Riddler was like a psycho too, and I think I know he pulled a lot of stuff from the comics, Matt Reeves, to do this movie. You can't make another Batman movie or any other Batman movies moving forward without at least recognizing that video game from Rocksteady.
Right.
Like that whole series was just like, that's the Batman we wanted to see live action. And even when he's fighting these goons, the goons are kind of like very Arkham Knight. Remember, there's like a big group of them, and
with all the face paint and
right, all the face paint, and then the way he beats them, and the little sound effects, like that type of stuff reminded me very much of it. It's like, as opposed to like Nolan's trilogy, which was like every time he hits him, he's like, it's like, come on, bro, that's not how.
Like
that's not
gust
how
of wind.
But yeah, dude, it looks fucking good, man.
It's like just can't wait. 2022.
I know it's far.
Oh, that's almost. We're almost here. We're almost there.
I mean, at this rate, things are flying by for sure.
Yeah.
But I did hear some crazy news about the Flash. You've been following that? So obviously we know
briefly.
Yeah, we know Michael Keaton is reprising his, or he just wrapped filming on that.
Can't even wait to see him just in it again.
Yep.
Oh my god!
And then not only that, but you got Batfleck coming back.
Yeah.
Apparently his last time, which is kind of unfortunate because of all the success of Zack Snyder's Justice League. You would think they would give this another chance with Snyder, but god damn it. It's so annoying.
At least we got what we were able to get from him in the first place.
That's the key. Yeah.
Both versions, I guess.
Yeah. Whedon's version of that bullshit. But you can look this up, and I think HBO Max is going through with it, but it sounds like we're pretty close to a Justice League 2. That they're trying to work on it. And I don't know, it's weird because you read about the Flash and it says it's Ben Affleck's last time, but then you read this other stuff about the Snyderverse and there's fights over this, and like The Rock is really pushing for the Snyderverse, which is exciting because Black Adam, he wants
Black Adam.
And, come on, man, like how are you not going to have Black Adam, Ben Affleck's version of Batman, and Henry Cavill? How are you not going to have Superman? Yeah, dude, like how are you not going to have that? It's crazy. Because who else really can you, if you're Black Adam and you're The Rock? I mean, The Rock's like, what, 50, 60? I mean, you can't
Is he?
have.
Yeah, he's pushing it. I think he's
pushing,
47, 48. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't have like, by the time this movie comes out, and you would do another sequel, follow up to Black Adam, like you can't have Black Adam fighting Robert Pattinson. And that version of the Justice League, right? Like that doesn't exist. That doesn't make sense. So what are you gonna do? Like you got to follow through. You got to do this. And these guys are getting old, man. Like Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, Gal, fucking Momoa. I mean, they're all getting old. So you gotta keep this Justice League going.
And you got to do it now.
You got to do it quick.
Like we should have been filming yesterday.
That's right. Quit dicking around.
Yeah.
But I did hear that. I did hear that the Flash, Miller signed on for 3 films. So
I just saw that this morning.
Yeah.
So that's
I don't know.
very exciting.
It's very exciting. It's very nice.
It's nice.
But then I'm curious how the Flash is gonna, if it's including Michael Keaton as Batman, and Ben Affleck. Obviously, it's gonna be kind of like Flashpoint comics, where maybe he goes back in time and he's doing all that. But then I'm also thinking, maybe they're blowing this Batman thing up in the Flash just to get a lot of people in, which is smart on their part. But I have the horrible feeling that it's going to be like an hour and 70 minutes of the Flash origin story, traveling back in time, trying to say, and then like the last 10 minutes is going to be Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton.
Batman.
I'm going to be so annoyed. And then maybe there's a follow-up sequel. But if that's the case, because I did hear Michael Keaton is going to return for numerous spots.
Right, because he supposedly signed on for 2, 3, something like that.
2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm curious about that.
In a way, I was kind of like, I really don't even want Batman in a Flash movie.
I know.
Like, because we haven't had a Flash movie, so let your boy do his own thing, see how it does with the audience, and then maybe Flash 2 we can do. But then again, like you were just saying, these guys are getting old. We can't have Keaton for Flash 2 in 2027, you know?
Yeah,
so
I have a sneaky suspicion. I hope this happens. This is my hope. My hope is we get the Flash, and at the end of the Flash, it kind of reintroduces Ben Affleck's Batman. Crowd goes wild. They're already working on something, maybe. It's like a spin-off series or something like that I heard on HBO Max, where they're starting to write it. Maybe that happens and there's that universe. But then also maybe at the end it's Michael Keaton, like in the Flashpoint comics, where he's with Terry McInnes, and they introduce like a Batman Beyond. And that's Flash 2 is introducing Batman Beyond for half that movie, and they kind of do this thing in that universe. Yeah. And then Flash 3.
You got me.
Solo Flash film, right? And then you do a Batman Beyond solo film. Like that's kind of my hope, is like you use the Flash to introduce all these different Batmans.
I'm raising my eyebrows, but you can't see them.
But that's the hope. But here's what I think is realistic that's going to happen. I think it's going to be quick little flashes of Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck at the end. Then we get Michael Keaton occasionally showing up in the Flash as Bruce Wayne and a little bit of Batman here and there in a different universe. That's the extent of it. Nothing crazy. A total of like 10 or 15 minutes in each movie. But we never ever see another Batman except Robert Pattinson. That's what I'm afraid of. Because it could be a good opportunity, right? Like the Flash could introduce Robert Pattinson to restart this universe. But then if you do that, what are you going to do with Aquaman? You done with Jason Momoa now? You're never going to bring him back to Justice League? Like, you know what I mean?
You see, and that's what makes it so difficult. It's like, do we really have to tie in all these movies? Kind of like the Joker. Like the Joker just came out and it's like, no, we're in our own bubble. That not that Batman, not this Batman, not nothing.
Yeah.
Let's focus here. Like it gets difficult when you try, as much as we would love to have everything just like, oh, connect the dots. Oh my God. Sometimes I feel like we just got to get something that's not attached so we can start a new attachment.
Exactly. Yeah. And the problem is, I mean, and this is the only people that we can blame this on is WB, obviously, because you should have had this Flash movie out like before Justice League, right? You should have had all this stuff. Because now what you're trying to do is you're trying to like redo everything. Yeah, you're backtracking. Yeah. And people aren't excited about, listen, I love a Flash movie, but every time I see Ezra Miller as the Flash, I just keep thinking to myself, I'm never going to see Justice League again. Like, you know, because, again, a good example is Black Widow. Did you see Black Widow?
I still haven't seen it.
Don't waste your time.
I really.
Don't waste your
That's
time.
that's
I mean,
that's not what I had heard through the grapevine.
well, let's put it this way. It's a cool action flick, and
Okay.
it's a good movie to watch, and it's like a good send off for Scarlett.
What's her name?
Yeah, ScarJo, because she's
Ro-
incredible, and she was with them.
Romanos.
She was with them for what 10 years that she's been doing Marvel movies or something.
Yeah.
So since like Iron Man 2, but so it was good, like a good send off, and you know if you watched Falcon and Winter Soldier and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you know it's good because you could see kind of where they're forming like the bad Avengers, like they're gonna do that side. So it's the end credits make sense. The only reason I say I'm not excited about it is because it should have been done before Avengers.
Yeah.
It just didn't. It was like that was the last movie. Again, this is what I'm saying with the Flash, where it's like we're gonna end Ezra Miller's Flash on a Flash movie. That seems crazy to me, especially if he's gonna do 3 of them.
Yeah.
Like you should end it on like the Mecca, the Justice League, the fucking right.
The all be all. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like that's what's kind of
That's-
that's the weird thing with Black
like,
Widow
yeah.
is like I thought her last movie was gonna be like an Avengers movie. You know? But I think she should have got that movie years ago. And I think they were working on it. But
I wish they could have just released the movies in chronological order.
right.
The way it is when you go on Disney Plus and you're like, oh my God.
Dude, yeah.
You can watch it in order? This is crazy.
It looks so awesome.
Yeah, it looks so dope.
I've yet to do that. I think that would be like a fun, you know, if we get locked down again.
Yeah.
That would be an awesome.
That's exactly when I did it. That is exactly when I did it.
That's great. Yeah, like I'm following all the like I love the What If. Have you watched What If?
I have. I haven't watched the most recent one, but the last one I saw was the zombie one.
Same. Killer.
Savage.
Yeah, they need to make a live action of that. But yeah, that type of stuff, dude, like that's what's to your point. DC is trying to duplicate that, but I think I'm okay with like 15 universes in DC, and every single one has a new Batman, every single one has a new Flash. Like I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But the only way they could do that is with Flash, kind of like Spider-Man, right? Like Spider-Man.
The same way he can only do it with Doctor Strange.
That's right.
We can only do it with Dr. Flash.
That's right.
Got
Dr. Flash. Got him. But this is our chance, you know, and I don't know. Are they going to do it? Are they smart enough? Do they listen to the podcast? Probably not. They should.
They should. Okay.
Fucking WB. I keep tagging you pricks.
Oh my God. Do you?
What if that's the only
Watch,
one they listen?
they're gonna listen to, exactly. They're gonna listen to this one and be like, he just called us fucking pricks.
Hey, Jerry, did you hear that? Tony called us a prick. We subscribe. Unsubscribe now. Fuck this prick. No, I'm just kidding, WB. But seriously, you need to listen to this. But yeah, dude, that's the weird thing is this is your chance. You know, you can introduce Batman, and I love this Matt Reeves take. I even heard through the grapevine that we might even get at least 3 movies with this, but I'm thinking that the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix Joker, because there's a second one that they're going to start in production, right. And I think it's going to introduce the real Joker. So Joaquin Phoenix was just kind of like not the real Joker that we all know.
He's the OG.
Yeah.
But then he's kind of like the inspiration for
That's
the
right.
Joker.
And then he spawns off this like quote unquote killer joke type of Joker, more of a psycho. And then he's supposed to be in the Robert Pattinson universe in Earth 2, which could be interesting. But then I'm also thinking like, do I want that? I don't know. I don't think I do. I don't know if I want a Batman in the Joaquin Phoenix universe, you know?
Yeah, but then where do you go with that? Like how long can you do Joker solo?
Exactly. Yeah, before you start introducing stuff. Although
before he needs to get regulated.
He gets me really, but he needs to be like how many years?
Because if you figure in the end of the Joker, they set up the whole Bruce Wayne's parents thing.
which was epic.
So you're telling me that Joker in the movie, what, mid-30s? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
By
looked
the
like
time
it.
Batman's, this guy's gonna be 65.
65. And he's William Dafoe at that point. Would that be sick? I know, I'm calling
Please
it. I'm calling
give
it.
that
Probably
to me.
not, though. Probably not. Or Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey in his 60s.
Jim Carrey can do dark, man. That dude is dark.
You ever see 23?
Yes, love
Right?
it.
Like,
Own
imagine
it,
that
love
with
it.
makeup. I mean, come on.
Yes,
Epic.
bro.
Yeah,
So
because
good.
that's the only way you could pull like something off. But again, if you do that, then, who's Batman,
Who's Batman?
right? Because you can't do.
You are.
I'll do it. At
You would
WB,
make
if
a
you're
dope
listening, I'll
Bat-
do it.
Do this. Do this.
Hold on, let me see.
Where is she?
Bottom half chiseled. You're good to go.
Yeah, I just need a shave, or maybe I even keep the stubble and I get a little gray.
Yeah.
Grow out my
Let's
gray.
let. Why can't Batman have a beard? Let's go.
There you
He's
go.
been
I mean,
through.
you got it.
He's been fighting so much crime. He hasn't had an opportunity to shave.
That's right. He's been so busy. And you know what? Hey, equal opportunity. Why can't he be black? I mean, come on.
I don't want a black Batman.
Oh, don't let the woke culture hear that, bro.
I want a female Batman.
Female, yeah.
Okay, not Batwoman, not Batgirl. I want a female Batman.
Female. Yes, it needs
Boom.
to be. And by the
Yes.
way, since we're on that gender identity, what about in What If, Captain Carter? Tell me how she
we
was
get
like
that?
way stronger than Captain America.
And like buff.
Jacked.
She like them shoulders were.
Yeah. I don't know what she identifies as, but she was jacked.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go down that route.
We shouldn't even be talking about Marvel.
Yeah. Fuck those guys. But yeah, that's and even the new Batgirl. And I mean, come on, man.
She's black, but I haven't watched it yet.
Well, I haven't watched it because
I-
she's black. I'm just
Oh
kidding.
shit! I saw. Damn, we are going down the rabbit hole.
WB definitely unsubscribed to this one.
Yeah. I started watching it when it was the sexy lesbian girl,
Yeah.
and then all that
makes sense.
happened, and then I just fell off.
Yeah. Well, again, that's one of those things where if that happens, just cut the show, man. Like, you're
Think so?
telling, or you can't reboot it or restart it, within 6 months of each other, like with a totally new black character.
especially within the same universe,
Right.
Because they're staying in their universe, so it's just like
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. What are you gonna do? But this is the world. This is the world we live in, man. We gotta, equal. And again, This is Batman Day. We're gonna focus on Batman. But the last thing I will say is that whole thing about Michael B. Jordan also being Superman. Did you hear about that?
briefly.
I heard he's gonna be like a different version. It's not Kal-El. It's from Earth 2, the other one, where it might be like him and Robert Pattinson. And yeah, again, I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, listen, I don't care if he's black, white, a different super. All I care about is why is Henry Cavill still not getting a Man of Steel 2? You're gonna spend all this money on Michael B. Jordan, but you're not gonna make it right by Henry Cavill. It's the same thing with Ben Affleck and Batman. It's like, damn it to hell.
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
Henry Cavill just needs to become The Witcher full time if they're doing him dirty like that.
What a show, though.
Mm-hmm. Season 2.
Yes, sir. The trailer was dope, by the way. We won't watch that.
Yeah.
Hey,
We segue. Can I show you something real quick?
please.
I just got this. I got this about like 4 months ago, though.
Okay.
I've been holding on to it.
Oh,
Hold up.
I'm so excited.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh, look at that. Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
It's Papa, it's Batman.
Hi.
Say hi. Say hi to Uncle Tony. Say hi. Say happy Batman Day. He's not sure. He's not sure. Look, there he is.
It's Batman.
Look. Oh, that's Tony. Say hi. Hi, Dale Tony. Okay, get rid of this.
All
I
right,
don't want
he's
this thing
freaked
anymore.
out.
Okay.
How cute.
Thanks
That
for
looks
putting
great.
that on, Poppy. I appreciate you, little Robin.
Great job, Warrior. Great job.
Yeah.
That's hilarious, man. How is it being a Poppy though, man? You loving it or what?
Yeah, man. It is so dope. It's 50% me, 50% April, which is all I love about me and all I love about April.
It's awesome.
Okay? Just 50% of us.
50-50. That's all you need.
Yeah, man. That's it. And as hard as it is raising a pandemic baby, it's been awesome because I haven't had anywhere to go. So when
You
people
say you
tell
haven't
you,
anywhere to go?
yeah. So when people tell you, oh, make sure you enjoy each moment because they grow so fast. I've literally been at home each moment of these 4 months staring at him. I've enjoyed every moment. I'm good.
I have soaked it all up.
Yeah, I've soaked it all up, bro. So
That's great.
it's epic. It's epic, bro.
That's cool, man.
There's nothing to say about that. Enough about him.
And he's got a dope ass onesie on too.
Oh, somebody gifted him a Superman one, and I was like, oh.
Take it easy, bro. Well, then eventually, he'll grow into like a Robin one as he gets a little bit older. You threw on the Batman gear, boom,
Yeah.
sick Halloween.
I'm like so excited to see like who's gonna be your favorite. Like it doesn't need to be Batman. That's my guy. That's me.
That's right. Yeah.
Like you choose.
Yeah. And then not only that, but it's like there is enough Batman to go around, but Batman's your thing. The kid needs to not be selfish.
There's not enough Batman in this house to go around. It's no.
That's right. I think I would feel the same way. Like once we have a kid and I have all this Batman shit, and he's gonna want to play, and I'm like, no, bro,
no,
don't touch my comics, son. That's my shit.
First of all, I was here first. Okay, I called dibs, and sorry, choose somebody else.
I love it.
Go talk to the Green Lantern. I haven't met in my entire life. I haven't met any diehard Green Lantern fans. So if you're out there and you listen to the podcast, hit me up right here.
We need to know.
Tony's gonna put my handle for whatever.
Right
yeah. Boop. Hit me up and let me know why you love
right.
the Green Lantern so much. Appreciate it.
Although I did see, I'm a huge Big Bang Theory fan, and I did see one episode where they had like a Green lantern. Have you seen those like toys? They're not toys, but it's like a real lantern, but it's got a green ring that goes with it, and every time you tap it, it lights up. And
Why don't we have that?
Oh, dude. It's because I feel like I'm a hypocrite. Like I don't want to have that, and that's the only Green Lantern thing.
And as I'm looking at your matte black setup in your office, it would be a slap in the face to have that bright ass green in there.
Like I'm not gonna have a Green Lantern chair. That's fucking crazy. Come on. It looks dope, this Batman one.
Oh yeah.
So the new Batman that is coming out, what are you most excited about? Because there's a lot of characters that are supposed to be popping in.
Right. So what I had heard, what I had heard is that they did a teaser viewing not too long ago at the WB, and Robert was there, and it was very private. And of course, they told everybody don't say anything about it. But of course, nobody can keep their mouth shut. So stuff started to leak, and there was like a bunch of reviews like, oh, this one is gonna be like so scary, like it's so dark and so real. And then what I'm most excited about is what they were praising is someone leaked, but someone said that Robert's Batman voice is like epic.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm really excited about that.
About hearing that, yeah. I mean,
I
even just
want
that
to hear
little
it, and
snippet
especially
here.
how it changes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like, but from the snippet, I feel like everybody can say "I am vengeance" in their Batman voice, and you'll be like, "Oh my god!"
Right, that's true.
But to hear like him speaking long dialogue as Batman, and then speaking long dialogue as Bruce, I want to hear the change.
Difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that is an interesting point, because I did hear about that too, and I am curious. Not just on his Bruce Wayne, because his Bruce Wayne's going to be young, maybe a little bit reckless, I think would be fun.
Yeah, like an ego and
And then you see this like total change in dynamic when he becomes Batman. I think it'd be very different than what we've seen, because, like Christian Bale did a good job where he was like kind of like brute, but he wasn't really. He wasn't irresponsible. Like he was.
Yeah, you could tell he was playing the playboy,
That's right.
but he was
much.
like really responsible on the back end. Where
Yeah.
I think Robert is not gonna be playing the ego and I'm rich and da 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 da.
Yeah,
But then
because he's
I
gonna be a
go,
kid. Yeah,
mm-hmm,
and then he goes super hard into being the Batman.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I also think because at the end of the trailer, when he's taking off the cowl, you hear "You are also to blame," and you'll find out why. I think they're going to dig into. Did you ever play the Telltale games?
No, but heard about it. No,
Yeah,
the
how
Telltales.
they're how they brought the whole his parents being like scum of the underworld as well theme into it, like, oh, Martha and they've been putting money under the table and the Falcones and da 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 da, and even though they weren't in the heat of it, like they were paying them, so I think they're gonna bring that into play.
Ooh, that'll be interesting. Almost like they were like part of the racketeering. Or
Yeah,
because
that's what it was in the Telltale game. You're playing the game and then you come to figure out that from the beginning, his parents were the ones doing everything. So yeah, they have the tower and they're giving back to the poor and the community and all that because they're paying the Falcones and the like they're just they're doing stuff under the table.
Ooh,
so
I like that
really
a lot.
think,
and then he's the one to blame for that now, obviously.
Yes.
And maybe somehow the Riddler got fucked over. Maybe it was like his parent, or maybe he became poor or something from it.
In the game, it's Cobblepot, who they grew up together, and because the Waynes were doing that under the table, it ended up destroying Cobblepot's fortune and ruining his childhood and killing his parents from all the trauma and the stress. So then he comes back to get revenge on Bruce Wayne, unbeknownst to him that he's Batman. So it's like,
ooh, I like that,
bro.
There better be. Speaking of Cobblepot, Colin Farrell.
Impossible. That's not him. What? It's not him. I don't see it. That prosthetic, that is.
I got to take a leak. Bathroom break. Hold on. And then we're going to talk about that.
I'm going to sit here and. Is this still recording when you leave? If it is still recording, I just started messing with my boy, John Damon, with his new energy drink. It's called A Game. Okay. It's a honey, sea salt, all that good stuff. But this is a strawberry lemonade, one of my favorite ones. We got citrus, grape. We got some diet ones coming out, pomegranate. But it's so good. So it's you wanna take this like to re-up, doing physical stuff, sports, working out, being Batman, fighting crime, re-up. Make sure you're always on your A game.
Fucking A game shit. What is that?
And yeah, was it still recording when you left?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, cool. Because I just did a full promotion.
Oh my god. I'll leave the link right there.
Okay.
But yeah, dude. Speaking of, turn a little bit more facing out.
Whatever. Okay.
You're good at that.
Thanks.
So, hey. So speaking of Cobblepot, so yeah, there's no way that is Colin Farrell.
It is, but it's not.
It's not though. But how? What I don't understand is like if you're Matt Reeves, you could probably find somebody that could look more like the Penguin. And I know Colin Farrell's a good actor, but it's not like he's no Christian Bale.
I was gonna say, do you think it's like I use the word budget, but do you think it's like a budget thing where it's like, okay, I don't want to pay this actor because he's asking for all this. Let me go with Colin Farrell, and then we can put some prosthetics on him.
That actually makes more sense to me. And
Maybe.
Colin Farrell maybe did it for less than what a high-paid actor would.
Because you would think I would do it for less.
Sure.
To be a part of a Batman franchise? What are you giving me, $20? I'm in there.
I'm in. $20 and no residuals. I don't give a shit. Just $20 for the day and I'm good.
I'm in. Okay, let me be a little greedy. $20 per day.
Per day. And I need to have my own action figure, but I'm in. But yeah, you could be onto something there. Although I'm also thinking like if I'm Matt Reeves, Colin Farrell is a good pick because he is a decent actor. He could change his voice and all that, but he has a lot of like mafia-esque movies. You know, he's done a lot. I forget what that is with that Guy Ritchie film he did. with Hugh Grant and Matt McConaughey. Fuck, what was it called? But it was good. He was a mafia leader of the Irish mob or something
I know,
like that.
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was a good movie.
I'm stumped as you are.
Yeah, it was a good movie. So I could kind of see it, and then he was kind of a badass in a lot of other movies that he's been in.
Yeah.
So
What I like it's kind of like a resurgence for him. He's been gone for a long time, and the fact that he's coming back and he doesn't look like him is kind of super dope.
Yeah, for sure. It's almost like he's still kind of hiding.
Yes.
And then when you see him finally in live, like that's why I love how the trailer isn't, aside from that one dope shot of him like when it's raining.
In the rain.
And then another one in the car where he's like, hoo, hoo, hoo.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, but that's all you get. And you're like, damn, I don't want to see any more of it yet.
Yeah. What I love is how you can see he has the scar there, which is cool because I know there is a tie-in with Catwoman. If you see in her mask, she's literally only covering the cheek and the top of the head. And it's like, what's the point of wearing a mask? I can see your whole face. Right. But supposedly, she's hiding the same scar, which ties them together because in the comic or whatever, they got into like a scuffle at the beginning of both their rise, and she got him and he got her right back. Really? So they both have like matching scars. So that's the
theory. That's interesting. Yeah, because she looks ridiculous too in it.
Zoe.
I heard also from the reviews, I heard she was the best Wonder Woman.
Yes, Wonder Woman.
Or Catwoman. Wonder Woman. She was.
Bring it back, Tone. Bring it back.
So from the reviews, I heard she was the best Catwoman that they've seen on screen.
I heard that as well.
So that's interesting.
Very excited.
Yeah, man. Now, overall, I think it's going to be great. And we talked about this before. More Batman, the better.
And what I love is also that Zoe is she's black, which goes back to the first Catwoman of the TV series.
Power of the People.
Black. Power of the People.
I mean, really, Michelle Pfeiffer was the only one that was white that we've seen, right? Because Halle Berry, and then
first, don't do that.
Fact, it's like, I mean, you can't not talk about Batman and the nipples. I mean, it existed. It was out there.
You're
just
so
like
right.
You can't talk about Halle Berry and Catwoman. But I love how the whole universe forgot about it. It's like Daredevil. Like we forgot about Ben Affleck and like Green Lantern and Ryan Reynolds. Like there's certain parts where we just block out of our
Fantastic Four.
Oh my God. Jesus. Well, and people don't understand, people don't understand, you love Chris Evans so much as Captain America. You forget he was the Human Torch. And dare I say, probably one of the best comic book
because
characters.
Michael B. I was going to say probably one of the best Human Torches. I was like, because Michael B. Jordan took over, and that one was even worse.
That's right. Was it because he was black? What's with you and downing black people today? Like,
I'm just not feeling them today.
Today is the day. Yeah, you're right, though.
The day.
That was the only two adaptation. But again, Human Torch, he was just
I fucking hate you, bro. you just made me think about it. I'm like, damn, I've been saying black a lot right now.
I've been making fun of so many black people today. I'll cut all that part out. No, but yeah, dude, it's gonna be exciting, man. It's gonna be cool to see kind of like a new, fresh take on Batman, and we've never seen this Batman year 2. That's what's. I think that is, if I could pick one thing that was the most exciting part about this, is it's year 2 is Batman, because year 1's boring.
Yes, and year 1 we've gotten multiple times.
We see it, in fact, in every movie you see it. Like even in fucking Batman vs Superman, there's flashbacks of Ben Affleck, dealing with everything. It's like, we don't need you as we get your parents died.
We know.
We understand it. Yeah.
Yeah. We know. I'm trying to get the in between years now. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Like if I could see Batman year 2 and this one, and then if they do a trilogy, if I could see year 5, and then maybe like a year 10 or something. Like, let me fast forward and let me do something like that. And if you're gonna end it, cool. If not, merge it with something. But
that's why I know you and me, we love the Affleck version so much, because he's like older and
Right.
so different, and he's broken from everything he's been doing, and like
He's jaded.
it's completely different. He's jaded. I love that word.
And it reminds me so much of Frank Miller. I was such a big fan of those graphic novels where just his adaptation of Batman was like big, beefy, you know, just he would beat the hell out of people, just right to the end of their life almost, right beforehand, and then he would realize that he's done a bad thing, but there was an 80% of his life that, you know, has been gone, and he's like, I'm just gonna go hard.
Right.
You know,
I also heard in this one he's definitely like no kill Batman. And they said that there's like a specific scene where he makes it evident, like, no, I do not kill. I will not kill.
Really?
So that's probably why he's like whipping ass.
Yeah.
Beating these people to like an inch of their life, and then he's like, nope, not yet.
Not yet.
Remember this. Spared your ass. I'll finish the job. Like, oh shit, no.
Oh no, not me, not
Black
my
Lives
face.
Matter. There I go again.
I can't resist. I'll edit it to where it sounds like you're saying Bat Lives Matter. That's what I'll do.
Okay. Rewind. Oh no. Bat Lives Matter.
Yeah. That's the sign. Yeah, but dude, yeah, but I'm excited. And the one thing I'll end it at this with you, but there is one thing that I noticed that just came out today on HBO Max. I don't know if you checked it out yet. Oh, but I did hear they're working on a Batman spinoff series on HBO Max. Did you hear about this?
I did hear about that. What I heard is it's following Gordon.
Yeah, kind of like
Gotham.
Yeah, kind of like Gotham, which I love. That's a great show.
I loved it.
That's a great show.
But we just saw it.
We just saw it though. Yeah. The only way I'd like it is if it was tied into some other universe, like that we haven't seen, maybe like the Robert Pattinson universe could be interesting. Because then I would want the Gordon that's in the movie. That's right.
Who's black.
Right. Exactly. Represent. I know what I'm gonna call this podcast episode.
Happy Black Batman Day.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I really would enjoy this because I think he's gonna be a great Commissioner Gordon. But I would also like to see J.K. Simmons. I heard that might happen as well because the new Batgirl movie that's coming out is supposedly going to have J.K. Simmons, which, you know, he was in Justice League and the Snyderverse and things like that. So if we had that could be interesting.
Okay. I could go for that.
But is Ben Affleck going to show up, though?
You see? And now we're right back to where we were.
Now we got a problem. So... But that was the word. And if you're not going to have...
Or can they do it like the Titans are doing it, where it's like you see Batman, but you don't see Batman?
That's right. And let's talk about that for a second, because that's the Batman universe. Titans is very underrated. That is completely epic fucking show. I've turned on so many friends to that show. It's like...
I love that it's on like TV now.
Yeah. Come on now. And I could watch it. I could binge it if I wanted to. Like, I'm re-binging it because season 3 just came out, so I'm re-binging it. It's excellent. It's almost like
I'm waiting.
I don't want to compare
for the whole season to be done.
Yeah, I don't want to compare it to The Boys because The Boys is great.
That show is crazy.
You know what I mean? But like, if I had to pick a good adaptation of like real life comic books and superheroes that you know, Titans is pretty close. Like, it's just
really close.
It's the budget's not as good as The Boys, and the writing is obviously cheesy and horrible. But it kind of falls into like that realm of like rated R, not giving a fuck, and all that.
Right, but I feel like the budget not being what it is makes it Gotham, because Gotham is trash. Gotham is low budget.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like,
it kind of fits.
What we're working with is actually perfect.
Yeah, and even though someone probably made that on their laptop, it's still really good.
iMovie.
Hello. It's still pretty good.
I
really enjoy it.
It's really good.
Yeah,
I'm all about it.
But no, this is what just came out. So I'm going to share this with you real quick. And viewers out there.
My A game.
That's right.
Strawberry
if you need to get fueled for the day or for any podcast, All right, here you go. You ready?
Gotham, a city beset by ceaseless criminal chaos. But what happens when a shadow steps out of the darkness?
What's the situation, Commissioner?
Oh, sweet brother Joseph.
Batman, the audio adventures. 10 chapters of serialized mayhem.
Just a single girl and her cat's living alone after all.
Don't freaking interrupt me when I'm riddling.
Listen to Batman, the audio adventures. Streaming only on HBO Max starting September 18th.
How crazy is that on HBO Max?
What do you mean audio?
So I haven't seen it yet.
On HBO Max.
I just saw the trailer before we hopped on, and I was like, we need to watch this. But I think it's going to be kind of like what you just saw, but it's going to be a podcast that you watch, but I don't know if it's going to be animated. But if you recognized who's going to be Batman, it's going to be, what's his name, that plays Commissioner Gordon in Matt Reeves, the Black Commissioner Gordon. What's his fucking name? Great actor.
Black Gordon.
Black Gordon. Yeah, he's Batman in the audio adventures.
That's
a little strange. Listen, more Batman, I'm okay with it. I'm probably going to watch it after this, and I'm going to give a review on it. But
okay, so then I will make sure I watch it after this as well.
I mean, if I had to guess, it would think, like, imagine our parents back in the day. Remember what they used to do? They used to sit in their living room and listen to the radio.
And just huddle around the radio and get their mystery and all their,
So I'm not opposed to it because I think it's new and it's innovative. Mm-hmm. And as big as a fan I am of podcasts, it's not so far-fetched, I guess. But it's...
I just want to see how they're going to do it, especially like on something like HBO Max. Like,
because then why not just make it a podcast if you're not going to do any video?
Yeah.
You know, why not just have them come on my show? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
That would be great.
Yeah, you know. I don't know, but yeah, I thought I'd share that with you because you can check that out. It is available today on HBO Max.
Perfect. I will definitely check that out because I did not know about that.
Well, this is why we do Batman Day, so people know.
Yay!
Speaking of Batman Day, if you don't have HBO Max, folks, you are absolutely crazy if you're a DC fan or if you're a fan of movies in general, because HBO Max has everything that you need.
Everything.
And no, this podcast is not sponsored by HBO Max. I'm just a massive fan. And
that's it.
We're hoping that Warner Brothers listens to this, and we're the future of the DCEU. But you yourself, listener, need to get HBO Max, because if you do want to know anything about Batman Day, or any of the new stuff coming out Batman related, HBO Max is the way to go, because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they have everything, right? They have all the movies, they have all the animated movies, they have everything Batman related and DC related. But
do they?
I think they do.
They should.
I know they have all the old stuff, like
like
Superman's and Tim Burton's Batman,
all that stuff. Yeah,
they got all that. They got Batman Forever. They got Batman and Robin. So yeah, it's the place to go. It's the one-stop shop for Batman shit. But yeah, man, exciting. Thanks for dressing up.
So. Batman Day. I was wearing this regardless. Okay.
But yeah, man, thanks for coming on the show again. And
brother, I love that we do this every year.
I know, it's great. It's going to be the new tradition. It's fantastic.
Yes.
Anything else you need to add on this incredible day? Drink your A game.
If you don't have HBO Max, get HBO Max. It's not sponsored by HBO Max, but if you want to watch the fourth Matrix, get HBO Max.
Boom. That's gonna be dope too. We're gonna have to do another show. Of you
and then I will have my trench coat on with my black shades.
Yes. You, me, and T Hex. We need to do it right.
Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of T Hex, okay, I don't know if you saw on my Instagram a couple of weeks ago, I posted pictures of some action figures he got. So T Hex is like the greatest thing that can happen to this man was him getting his own house, because he has just gone balls to the wall buying like Marvel old school action figures, all the new like TV series that are come out. He's gotten all the action figures. So he recently just switched over to DC. So now he's bringing this in. So he got this comic book, Batman, like heavy metal type deal. graphic novel, and he found the action figures, bro.
Oh, is that what you posted? They look fucking
like
criminal. Yeah.
like the dark Flash version, the dark Green Lantern.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the Joker Batman. It's like
rad.
We got to get into this. I'm gonna have him send me a picture of the book so I can send it to you, because it's just like mind blowing. I was like, I had no idea about this. No idea.
Yeah, there was one that I used to have when I was a kid, and I still have it. It's in my garage. But I think it was either heavy metal or it was something, but it was like a weird dark Batman, and it reminded me a lot of that action figure that you had. So I might have seen that in the past, but that's crazy that I didn't know there was action figures though. That's awesome. Yeah, you need to send me that.
And this is why every time we do Batman, we can just talk all like we should be able to get movies for the rest of our lives without anybody talking about it, because there's so many different adaptations of it.
Yeah, we're promoting the fuck out of it.
I'm like in the darkness here.
But yes, I was born in the dark.
Nice. You merely survived it.
But yeah, dude, this
fancy bitch.
You like that, huh? Man, clap on. Now this is just for our amusement. But yeah, we definitely need to do another podcast in person.
Yeah.
You know, you need to get
preferably at your place.
Yeah, you need to come over, man. You need to check the place out.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
For sure. And then of course, you know, Brenda would love to see April and Warrior.
For sure.
Stuff, so.
I definitely can't go alone. It's not gonna happen.
You can't. Yeah. And that way, if you bring her, at least we can hang out for a long period of time. But if you just come by yourself, you'll have to be here for an hour and leave.
Yeah. It would be great if you could send Bruce over here, and then we could just
pick you up on Brucey.
Yeah, that would be great.
All right.
You just you put the address in, boop, and then you just let it go.
Beep. I could do it. We'll see. We'll make it happen. Shit. Perfect. All right, bro. Well, this was fun, man. Tell April we said
always, man.
It was a good time.
I love you, brother.
And we'll touch base after this, yeah?
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Peace.
All right, peace. You found my Batman shirt.
What? Hold up. Before we cut, bring that shirt over here now, and I need to get that.
Can you please bring that over here for a second?
Clean? Is it clean, or is it like covered in?
She just found it in the laundry.
Is it covered in Robin's goo?
No. Ooh.
Is it covered with cat? Oh yeah. Good job, April.
Been looking all everywhere.
Great job.
Fine. I guess I'll just wear a regular black shirt. Fine.
Easy with the black shirt stuff. They don't like to be called out. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Oh, fine. I'll just wear my colored shirt.
Yes. Now we're just gonna have to redo the entire podcast with that shirt on.
Take two.
No complaints. All right.
Now do it like this.
Oh, Bruce.
Bruce?
Bruce, is that you? Bruce Wayne?
All right. We'll stay on all day, bro. Get off. You found the underwears I sharded in? Bring those too. All right. Bye. I love you.
I love you, bud.